I'm still here at Okapi's practice on a beautiful Thursday night after some rain. Juan Orfila, coach of U19s, and Trevor Thacker, captain of the team. Hi Trevor, how are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Let me tell us a little bit about your rugby history. How long have you been playing? Where have you played?
I've been playing for 7 years and all for Okapi here in Florida.
All for Okapi?
Yep, all here.
So 7 years in Okapi. That's something remarkable, because not many clubs can have players in U19s with 7 years of experience, and that is something that I think is going to make a difference as the time goes by with this club that you have. You were telling me, Juan, tell us a little about your trajectory here in the club. You've been coaching for a while also, right?
Yeah, I've been coaching since 2016. When I joined, I started with U10s. Then I moved to...
How do you coach at U10? It's like...
Having fun, teaching to pass the ball and having fun, that's it. And be patient.
Oh, a lot of patience.
So, yeah, I started with U10, then moved to U12 with that same group, and then U15s with Trevor, we started in that one. And then I did U16 last year, and now head coach of U19.
The U16s?
Yeah.
Legendary, that team?
Good group, yeah. Good team.
You had a good time.
Yeah, we had a good time last year, yeah.
And so now you're with U19, and I was talking to the current coach of the U16s, and it's interesting that you guys sort of, why would you do this, like switch coaches?
Yeah,
coaches tend to be like, you see a coach in one team and he's there forever. It's like always the same coach, never changes.
In the same age group, you mean?
Yeah.
No, I think what we decided, I think it was like it's like a natural thing. I've been working with Pablo Parada and Julio Bailac since 2016 actually, some same group, and we started coaching this group of players, and I think naturally we start following them and working together. So I think we are really close as a group. We know them really well. They know us, and we've been evolving, and we are evolving together.
Yeah.
So and it's working.
Trevor, what would you say is the strength of your team this year?
This year,
because did you move from U16?
No, I was on U19 last year.
Still. So now you got all these, like you got like 8 players from U16, right?
Yeah. So most of the players that came up from U16 all did really, really well last year, and they're all strong players, and they have good chemistry. And a decent amount of us before had played with those U16 players before the age group switched 2 or 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. So generally we had all played together before, so I think that chemistry is going to be really important.
What is the team that you like to play the most?
What do you mean?
Here in Florida, which is your opponent that you like to play the most? That you look forward to
question.
That game, like, oh, damn, this is the game.
I always like playing Biscayne. Biscayne's always fun.
It is.
Just because they have a really good style of rugby, a lot of kicking. It's really good.
Last year you guys were, it was a little bit of a weird year in the sense of how it was played, but you guys were one of the teams that could have been in the final. You just didn't make it.
Yeah.
What are your plans for this year?
So
to beat everybody?
The plan is to be champions this season.
Okay.
That's the goal, because I think we have the group to make it happen. We talk at the club level all the time that it's the state championship that we need, we desire, right? And we never
have.
Exactly. So that's the goal. That's why we started 1st of October training, really solid structure of training, preparing a good pre-season in terms of conditioning. So working really hard on that. We have, I think in U19 we have 39 players registered, so it's that
nice roster.
It's giving us a lot of options. As Trevor was saying, I think the forwards that are coming up from U16 are extremely strong. They can not only strong, but also they play well, right?
They know the game.
Yeah, exactly. So expectations are really high for this season.
Is it something that you sort of, when you start the season, you start with that goal very clearly and you keep it throughout the season, like,
The first conversation we had with the team was that one.
Because you may agree with me that many times on the rugby field, and you should know this because you do it, there's a mental component that is so important that sometimes makes I remember that game last year. Remember when you beat Biscayne like in the last play, I think? and you were trailing them all because they had a pretty good team and they were playing very well. And you guys managed to pull that one off, but it just reminded me of those games like with the All Blacks when they're losing and there's 2 minutes left, and somehow I think that was a mental component that is so important and is something that you have to work on it, right?
And we are working really hard on that. I think we set up those goals at the beginning of the season. So the first training we had all the players, that was the first discussion. So what's the goal for this season? It's to be state champions. And for that, we know it's not only training, it's not only conditioning, but it's mindset. We need to have the mindset.
I know also in your club philosophy, because I've talked a lot with some of your officers and people, it's not the winning. It's winning because you deserve it, right? Mm-hmm. Because you work for it. It's not just the winning by itself. Mm-hmm. You want to win, but because you play good enough.
Exactly. Yeah.
So listen, are you the kicker for the team or one of them?
No.
I have to say, as I said to the other coach, man, you have some awesome kickers.
Yeah, we made. I think it was 100% accuracy.
100%.
Yeah.
6 and 6.
And 3 and 3. 2 different kickers. Yeah.
And I think that I'm a sort of I love kicking in general, so I really enjoy that, and it is something that six conversion, that's 12 points that other clubs don't have. And when a game comes, to the wire, you have a penalty. It's
part of the things you need, Charlie, to win, right?
Absolutely.
We are working on that. We have special sessions about kicking.
I enjoy those kickers you guys have, and I envy you.
Okay.
So listen, I'm not going to take any more of your time because I know you're training. Appreciate your time. We'll be following you.
Thank you, Charlie.
We'll have you on the podcast when we resume during the season. Okay.
Alrighty. Sure.
Thank you very much.
Gracias.
Good luck. Bye bye.